This is Travis Turner for my cross-cultural interview. He went to Germany for a study abroad, um, and I'll let him tell you a little bit about it.
Um, obviously, it's a completely different world over there when you travel and you don't speak the language fluently, especially when you go to a place like Germany, where they're very, very proud people, but they don't talk about their past. Obviously, they are kind of ashamed of it, and that is probably the biggest cultural difference because all of Americans as a whole, every single person is um, very proud about their history and everything that we've gone through, and they do not. I took a culture class over there, and we didn't learn anything around 1900 to 1950.
Um, as far as like going into stores and restaurants and stuff, what kind of how did they were their food portions the same as ours?
No, it's like tapas. Food portions were smaller. It was a little harder to order, obviously, because we didn't know, and if they didn't speak English, it was just a poke and hope.
Yeah, how many people on average did you know that spoke some English?
Usually, all of our German professors spoke English. A lot of people did. Maybe I'd say about half of people actually spoke fluent English where we could understand, but most understood it so they could help us out more. But I didn't. Me or any other people that I went with, we didn't understand any German except hi and bye.
Traveling, you did a little traveling. Um, Other places you went, was it about the same?
More tourist areas, everyone spoke English. I was in France, everyone spoke English there. Same with Rome. Berlin was better in Germany than where we were. We were in a small town in northern. But Amsterdam was probably the best. Everyone spoke English there, but it just kind of varied. But the main touristy areas, have accommodated to English, and most people over there speak 3, 4, 5 languages. Where in America, that's all you need is one.
Um, what kind of did you take the train or how was like the traffic and what type of transportations?
Mainly, it was all train. I flew over there and I trained everywhere. We took vans to Berlin on a trip. The Autobahn, it's not special like you think it is. There are speed limits, but there are portions that aren't. Um, but everything is trains, long distance, short distance. Most people do not have cars like they do here. Public transit is much more popular. We took the bus to class and back, and I did fly from Germany to Italy, but that was the only time I flew between countries over there.
How much was cost wise was that? How much was that
The
for that
flight
flight?
was actually exponentially cheaper. It was about $30 if you didn't have any bags and didn't have any insurance, and if you were just getting on the plane, it was like $30, and that's it. But I had bags, and that's where they really stick you, because a bag fee in the United States is what, $25. Over there, it was like 100. So my flight did end up being quite a bit more expensive because I had extra bags and I had to take everything from Germany to Italy. But just the flight itself is a lot cheaper.
So I guess the main differences were pretty much the history, the public transit, and the fact that a lot of them know more than one language.
Oh, every single person knows more than one language. In everything, it's kind of. Obviously, I've been to New York City, and it's a lot more expensive there too. But I felt like ranging from a small town in Germany to a large town, there was a little less difference comparing Lubbock to New York City. So that was always different. And the exchange rate, having to think about that we'd spend €4 and it would actually be $6 American. So that was different too.
right, well, it's the cross-cultural interview with Travis Turner about Germany.